Good afternoon, everyone. It's Beth Kozik from Elegant Greetings. It's Saturday afternoon and time once again for our catalog Copycat cards. Thank you so much for joining me. It is a very chilly but very bright and sunny day here in Grosse Pointe Woods, Michigan, and I'm looking forward to a fun weekend. My daughter and her boyfriend are here, and yeah, so we have some extras in the house, and it's going to be a great weekend. So we always start out our time together with giving away the project that I made last time, and this square card was made with the Bouquet of Love hybrid embossing folder, and this is something new that's in our mini catalog. And what it is, it's a set of dies that look like this, and then the embossing folder, it's a 6x6 and it's a 3D embossing folder, and you can see it has this groove in the center, and that's intended for this die, this heart-shaped die, to fit right inside. And then what happens is it embosses and die cuts all at the same time when it goes through our die cutting and embossing machine. So this card, we use the Calming Camellia, which is the stamp set from our celebration brochure. It is the host set, and I stamped that on some of our Blushing Bride or Petal Pink, I forget, one of the pink papers. And then we ran it through the piece of paper through the embossing folder, and this is the result. So we have this beautiful embossing, and then we have the stitched heart that's automatically cut out. And then this is the resulting piece, which can be used on the envelope or on the inside of the card or anywhere for another project. So it's a really fun product from Stampin' Up! Something brand new. And everyone who comments on Facebook and on YouTube has a chance at winning this project. So thank you for all your comments. I'm going to go ahead and select our winner. Lots of comments this time. And our winner this time is Paula. So thank you, Paula, so much for your comment and for watching. I really appreciate everybody watching for that matter. So thank you all. Okay, I have something really fun to share with you today. And it is, we're in our final few days of our celebration promotion. It runs until Monday, February 28th. And we are going to play today with the Daffodil Afternoon Designer Series paper. And it is a free package of 12 by 12 designer paper, all double-sided. It has all these beautiful prints. You can see I've used it a lot because I have just a lot of scraps left over here, but it is so pretty, and the styles and the colors are just gorgeous. And this coordinates with our Daffodil Daydream stamp set and the coordinating dies. Let me get my catalog out here. And these are in our mini catalog. So this is our mini, and we need to go to page 37. Here we are. Okay, so this is called Daffodil Daydream Bundle. So it has this beautiful stamp set and the coordinating dies. So the stamp set has 7 stamps. It is a red rubber stamp, and it has these really pretty line art stamps. And also there's some dots we're going to use. This is one of my favorite stamps. I love this design. And Easter and Happy Mother's Day for the sentiments. And of course, we always can save 10% on the bundle whenever we do order a bundle. So a bundle is considered a stamp set and a coordinating die set, or a stamp set and a coordinating punch. And then these are the dies. There are, how many in here? Let's see. There are 24, so this is a very large die set, and it is intended to work directly with the stamp set, of course, and I'll show you all of the pieces we're going to use today, but it creates all of these really wonderful pieces of a daffodil that we can put together to make it look very lifelike and 3D. So the bundle is $54.75. And that would automatically earn a free celebration item. So the daffodil paper can be earned for free, or any other $50 level product from the celebration catalog. So again, we just have until Monday, February 28th for this promotion, and then it expires for good. All right, so we're going to be using our bundle. And I have all the stamps ready to go. So again, we're on page 37 in our mini, which has the bundle. And then the project I'm making is in our celebration catalog. And that is right here on page 5. We're going to make this card here. I imagine that everybody noticed this is a little different shape than our normal A2 card. So our typical A2 card, this is the card I made with this bundle, is just a 5.5 by 4 1/4. So it is a half a sheet of cardstock folded that ends up making this size. But a slimline card, which is what this is called, it is a longer rectangular shaped card. And let me show you a few samples of some that I made as well as received as swaps. So it is, so compared to our regular, it's about double in length, so it's about 8.5 long and about, say 3.5-ish or so in width. So it's considered a slimline card. And I haven't really done a whole lot with these, but I thought it would be an excellent time to showcase them because we have a really awesome new product. Let me dig it out from under here. And these are the slimline envelopes. So these are in our mini catalog. There's something brand new. Now, of course, we could always use a number 10 envelope, which looks like this. So this kind of gives you an idea of how large these are. So this is just a regular number 10 office envelope, you know, super, super boring. Who would want to use that, right? When we can use these beautiful envelopes. So this package has a total of 15 and they are just $10. So there are 5 of each of 3 colors and each of them has a really pretty design printed for us right on the inside. So when the recipient opens that, look how pretty that is. And of course, they're neutral color families that were selected for these. So they can go with pretty much any color suite that we're working with within the catalog. So we're going to use a white one today. And then I'm also going to do a little bit of a decoration on that. Okay, so here are some samples of what these look like. It does require a little bit more of cardstock. So basically it uses pretty much 2/3 of a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper, but it's so worth it. It is a unique style and shape, does not require any extra postage. So this is a really fun one. I just love that. And there is also a die set and coordinating stamp set called Slim Sayings, and that's also in our new mini catalog, and it is designed to work. You can see this beautiful embossed or cutout image that it works directly with a slimline style card. Okay, so that just explains what slimline is all about. Okay, I have a lot of samples to show you of other Daffodil Daydream projects, but again, this paper we're using today and showcasing on this card can be earned for free with a $50 minimum order. All right, let me get myself all coordinated here. Oh, and then there are so many dies in the stamp set that Stampin' Up! Put together a guide of how to make the pieces of the daffodils. So of course there are these long stems which are easy to cut out and understand, but then for example to make this little bit of a bud of the flower, there are 2 dies that would need to be cut out and then put together to get this result. And then for this one, which has the actual daffodil and the leaves, we would do 2 cutouts, so a darker maybe cardstock for the outline and a lighter color for the base. And then these 2 are put together. Here is the result, and it fits right on top of there. And then to make the petals and leaves, again, these 2 pieces would be cut out from our die cutting machine, glued together to get the result. And then this little bit of like a wing piece here that's put in. So very clever. And then here is the full one, which we're going to be making today. So we need the 2 pieces. It's kind of like the cup of it. And then we're going to make 2 of the leaves. So those are put together. So the result is a really 3D lifelike flower. And I did this class a few weeks ago, and this was the handout I created for all of the attendees. And so what I did is I made this up, and I'm just keep this right inside of my my die cutting package here, so I always have that handy. So whenever I go to use this, I'll know exactly what the combinations are. Okay, so you can see how many dies there are in this, and we have even more over here. So let's go through our pieces that we're going to need for this project. Okay, so our base is 8.5 by 7.25. Get all these pieces out of the way here. And then we score that at 3 5/8. And we're using Daffodil Delight, which is appropriate, of course, because we're working with our pretty yellow daffodils. And then we need a piece of our basic white, 8.25 by 3 3/8. And that will fit right on the face of this card. And then for our stems, these are the 3 dies we're going to use to make our stems. So I'll die cut those. And then for our flower, these are the 2 pieces. So we need a piece of white for the underlay. So the solid part will be white. The overlay has all of the cuts on it, so that's going to make the overlay, and that's in Blushing Bride. And then we have another piece of our basic white, and these are the pieces that are going to make the petals. So we're going to layer the basic white on basic white. Let's see if I can get these back on here the way I had them earlier, kind of like a puzzle. Okay, so that shows all the pieces we'll be die cutting. And then for our sentiment, we could use any punch or any die that we have handy. And I'm going to use this one, which I happen to have. It's the exact one from the catalog. And these are called the Tasteful Labels dies. So these are a wonderful set. I use these all the time for embellishments and for sentiments and such. And then our cards or our stamps are mounted. I'm going to do a little bit of decoration on the envelope itself. So I have the daffodil as well as these little spots mounted. And then we are using our black Memento ink and also our Daffodil Delight ink, which is the same color as our cardstock. Our sentiment will be for Mother's Day, which is coming up. So this would make a beautiful card for any mom that we know. And then I have my green glue. I have my Take Your Pick tool. I have some polished dots. These are brand new in our mini catalog. They're currently on back order because they were super popular, but they're these really pretty. There's clear as well as this kind of this peachy pink color dots. So we're going to put a few of those on the project. And then we need, of course, our dimensionals. And then we need a bunch of the designer paper. So I'm going to pull these over here. These are all the pieces, and I cut them to the width of my basic white piece of cardstock. And we're just going to layer these all along down this piece of paper. So nice and easy, a great way to use scraps. And I think these are, the width is about 1.5. Let's see here. Yes, 1.5. So when we have all those little extra scraps of paper that we don't know what to do with, this is a very good use for them. Okay, I think I'm ready to begin here. It does have quite a few steps, but it is definitely worth it. So I think the first thing I'll do is to cut all of my pieces. So I have my die cutting machine ready here. I'm going to put all of these onto my plate. So this will be all of our stems, and of course everything can be cut together. Turn this over here. So we can do everything in one pass through of our machine. And then our daffodil topper pieces here, and then our sentiment, and then our piece with all of our white daffodil pieces. Okay, I think that looks good. And then we need our other cutting plate on top, and then our die cutting machine. So we have our platform, and then we have our shim, and then our 2 cutting plates. So that's all we need for the sandwich. Let me see if I have a little shift here. My cutting plates are getting a little warped because I use them so much. All right, I think we're good now. Let's go ahead and get all of these die cut. And all that snapping and popping is normal. That's simply the plastic or the acrylic plates that kind of snap and pop. Oh, I see I goofed here. I'm going to have to redo that one. It shifted. All right, so here I have my piece for the sentiment. And then these will be the pieces for, put these on the side here. So these are all the stems. We have 3 pieces for that. And then we have our daffodil pieces. Okay, so if anything ever sticks inside, like this one is kind of stuck, we can, I'm just going to kind of bounce this. Sometimes they release, and if we can't get that out, we can take our take your pick tool, and there are these little holes that are in every single die. So all we have to do is give a little push, and then that cardstock will release from the die. Okay, so I'll get all these out of the way here. Oh, I do have to rerun this one, so I'll do that in just a second. And then this is the pink overlay. Look how pretty that is. So that's going to fit right over our white cardstock. Okay, so I'll cut that white one real quick here, and then we'll be ready to assemble. So I need to grab another little scrap of white, which I have handy here. Okay, I think I need some new cutting plates. What do you think? These are well loved. All right, let's put that through the machine real quick. All right. Okay, so there we have our pieces. All right, and then next I'm going to do a little stamping. So we need to put our sentiment onto our piece of, this is pale papaya. So we're just going to put that Happy Mother's Day right here in the middle. Nice and easy. There we go. And then I think I'll do my stamping on the envelope. So I pulled out, let's see, where's my envelope? Here we go. All right, so we're going to use a white envelope for this card, and I think I'll put a little decoration on the front of it here. So I'm going to use the Daffodil Delight, and then this is the Daffodil Outline stamp. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to change my mind here, and I'm going to do that daffodil in black. Just wiping off the ink off of here. And then I'm going to stamp off just a smidge on the bottom, so I will have my scrap paper handy here. Just put a little extra decoration on the front of the envelope there. So that kind of ties it together with the daffodil theme on the inside. And then I'm going to take these dots, this dot stamp, and I'm going to stamp that in the daffodil. Let's see how I want to do that. It's just going to make a little bit of a design. So how about like that? That looks cute. I like that. All right, so I think we're done with our stamping, and next we are going to assemble. So I'll put my envelope on the side here. All right, I'm going to bring in the base. And again, that's the measurement for that piece. I have my green glue ready, and then all of my pieces of designer paper. So these are kind of the order. We're going to start at the top and then just layer these together so we can kind of visualize how we want them to be. They're going to be a little bit crooked. The way that they did it in the catalog is they're skewed just a smidge, so they're not all 100% in an exact straight line. They're a little bit skewed. So let's go ahead and I think the easiest thing to do will be to flip them over like this. And let's see. And I'll put all my glue on the back side. Okay, so we'll start by putting this first one, which has these pretty little dots. And then I'm going to leave a little bit of white space up at the top. And this one is going to be just a smidge crooked like that. So it just gives a little bit of interest. We don't always have to have everything so straight and matchy-matchy. A little bit of variety is good. And then this next one, so I'm kind of visualizing how much space they used. Put this one a little bit crooked too, like that. Okay, and I'm kind of keeping a visual right next to my card here of how many pieces I have left and how many pieces still have to be put on. Green glue is super easy for this purpose, so we have a little bit of wiggle room. So if it's not exactly where I want it to be, I have a quick second to adjust. And then these are these pretty daffodils. Let's see which way is up. Not sure, I think that's up. So we'll go ahead and put that one on like that. And then this one is the black and white one, I believe. Yes, love that one. Okay, and then just two more. Great way to use up our scraps. This technique could be used on any size card, not just a slimline. And then our final piece. Let's see. There we go. That's the right side up. And I'm going to leave a little bit of space down at the bottom, a little white space. Okay, there we go. So we'll let that sit for a second, and actually we need to, yeah, we'll let that sit and dry. Now I'm going to put together our actual daffodil. So there is a correct way. These pieces need to fit onto, yeah, we can see. So that's the exact fit onto the layer. And that looks like that is the wrong way. So we just have to kind of rotate it till we get it, there we go, the exact fit. And then this pink one is going to go right on top of the white. So we can put some glue on here. Nice and easy. So that makes our daffodil topper. And then this part gets glued right here. So it just kind of gives a tone on tone, which is very pretty. And then one more. Okay, those look good. And then these two pieces get put together. So just put some glue in the middle. So that makes like the base of the flower. And then kind of the cup part of the flower goes like that. Oh, look how cool. So it really gives a 3D lifelike image. All right, now I'll bring this back, and we need our stem and our leaves. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on these guys. Nice and easy. So this makes our middle stem, and the flower is approximately going to go here. So I'll lay this right here. Just lay that right on the front. And then our leaf. And I'm kind of layering the bottom. I'm just overlaying down at the bottom so they all kind of come together. And then our final is, I think this one goes this way, our other leaf. Just a teeny bit of glue is all we need. There, look how pretty that is. Looks so lifelike. All right, and then our daffodil itself, I think I'll use some dimensionals. So a few of these little baby ones will do the trick, just 3. All right, and then that goes right here. Wow, that's so cool. Love it. All right, and then I think it's time to put on our card together. So yeah, oh, we have to put our sentiment on there too. So let's go ahead and put this on first. So again, our dimension here is 8.5 by 7 1/4, and then scored at 3 5/8. So just a little bit of green glue all the way around. And then I'll center that. Wow, so pretty. Love the colors. Nice and easy. And then our Happy Mother's Day sentiment, I'll put on some dimensionals there. And then a little bit of bling, and I think we'll be finished. I have a lot of samples to show though, which are here, and I don't want to forget. And then our Mother's Day will go approximately like that. Oh, so pretty. All right, and then we'll add a little bit of our bling, these polished dots. All right, it looks like they put about 5 on here, so we'll do 1, and there's 2 sizes, which is fun. We'll do 1, 2, 3, and then a couple more down at the bottom. Put a little one here, and a big one there. Okay, and then last step is to crease with our bone folder. Wow, how fun is that? Here's the catalog card, and then here's my version. It does have some weight to it. There's a lot of paper on there, so it definitely is a stunning, stunning design. Love it, love it. Okay, so let me show you some other samples. So again, there's the one that I made with Easter Blessings, and that's that other daffodil layout. So very pretty there. Here's one that was created with, I'd made some butterflies. It's part of the stamp set as well as the dies. So those were cut out with the dies. Here's another one. That gorgeous paper is on all of these. Here's another one. And this is one that was designed by Chris Colley, who is my upline. And then there's this one. They're all just more beautiful than the last here. And I put on some extra butterfly, the gold butterfly gems. Here's another one, also designed by Chris Colley. And then another one by Chris Colley. So super versatile, so very pretty. Let's see, what else? So again, Celebration wraps up on Monday, February 28th. So keep that in mind. And if you like any of the products that you see here today, just let me know. We can place an order. I have a group order going in on Monday the 28th, so please let me know. And also I have my Stampin' Bingo, which is on Saturday, March 12th. I still have a few seats open in that. It's just $25. We're going to play some games of bingo. There will be some prizes and some make and take projects, of course. And then on Saturday, March 19th, I have my whitewash specialty technique class, and that will include a goodie bag as well with product to use. And we're going to make all different styles of new techniques that I learned using Stampin' Up! Products to make whitewashing techniques. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and that class is $40. So the RSVP for both of those is tomorrow, which is the 27th. Okay, I think that is everything for today, ladies. So thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again next Saturday. If you'd like an opportunity at winning this card as well as my the envelope, let's see, where did I put the envelope? Here we go. So there's the coordinating envelope. Isn't that pretty? So that I will give away next Saturday. Be sure to leave a comment on Facebook or on YouTube. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.